If you've ever dealt with difficult people, then you know how frustrating it can be. They're always angry, always negative, and always make your life a living hell. Well, in this video, we'll discuss the truth about these types of people and, more importantly, what you can do to deal with them effectively. Welcome to Black Rock Inspired. Difficult people come in all shapes and sizes. They often lack empathy, communication skills, and are highly critical of those around them. All qualities that can make it hard to stay positive when they're around. Their presence creates complications. They are manipulative, always eager to upstage their peers, and usually refuse to show any form of vulnerability or weakness. As a result, difficult people can be extremely draining, yet remain in social circles simply due to the reputation they tend to maintain. In every situation, these individuals offer no effective solutions or real answers, as they prefer scolding and blame games as opposed to tolerance and solutions. All too often do difficult people avoid situations that require open-mindedness and compromise, simultaneously leaving their surrounding company frustrated and discouraged. It may be hard to get around those who constantly cause disruption due to the toxicity they exude. However, it is important to stay steadfast in your efforts of ensuring a healthy environment for yourself and others. Fortunately, there are a few tricks we can learn to deal with these situations. Stay calm and try to understand where they're coming from. One way to handle the situation is to stay calm and reflect on the other's perspective. Truly consider what the other person might be going through and think about how this could be influencing their words and actions. Trying not to take things personally will go a long way. People who bring others down are often going through their own struggles that have nothing to do with anyone else. If someone has a go at you and you can feel yourself starting to take it too seriously, take a step back and allow yourself to acknowledge that it has nothing to do with who you are. It may be hard to stay calm, but think of their words or actions as part of their story and not part of yours. We all have our own experiences and feelings that shape how we interpret the world. So when someone behaves in a hostile manner, it might be more about them than about you. Distancing yourself from the situation can help you remain collected and better fit to manage the situation. You might even find yourself capable of showing empathy to the aggressor. Taking things too personally can cloud our judgment and lead to negative emotions that don't need to exist. Instead, consider that how people interact is often a reflection of their inner world. Understanding this can help create a healthier mental attitude and make us more compassionate towards our peers. Also consider looking within yourself for ways in which you can become better equipped for dealing with difficult people. Become more aware of your own emotions and triggers, whilst learning techniques such as deep breathing and mindfulness meditation, which can help keep you calm in challenging situations. Finally, if all else fails, then don't hesitate to walk away from the situation. Sometimes it is best to protect your mental well-being rather than engaging further in what could potentially be an unhealthy exchange. It's important to set boundaries with difficult people, and to be assertive when necessary. Setting boundaries can be challenging. It requires self-awareness and confidence. We often fear that doing so will make us appear unkind or compromise our relationships with others. It's important to remember that setting firm and respectful boundaries is beneficial for both ourselves and the people we care about. By establishing clear personal boundaries, we demonstrate respect for ourselves and our various relationships, including those with family, friends, or colleagues. While it may seem difficult at first, setting boundaries is an essential part of creating a healthy balance in life and achieving our full potential as individuals. The most important part is getting clear about what you expect from yourself and then honoring those boundaries. Be fair, even generous when drawing the line. Remember that setting healthy boundaries does not mean being selfish or unapproachable. It simply means expressing what we need without taking away from anyone else. Start by making a list of the things you won't tolerate within your environment or from yourself. This includes how you negotiate expectations with others. Then come up with an action plan. It could involve speaking up more clearly when interacted with, avoiding certain people/situations, taking time for self-care each day, and ensuring you do your due diligence to carry out tasks. This promotes trust and respect that curtails bossy people and any attempts to overstep boundaries. It's helpful to be proactive about this when we move into new environments. It introduces who we are to our new peers and sets the standards from the onset. If, however, we have had a hard time fitting in or living up to your expectations, it's not the end of the world. The next best time to set those boundaries is now. Decide what they are and live it. You may encounter some resistance with people who refuse to accept the new you. It's okay. It doesn't always mean they are bad people. They could even be friends. We just need to prove how serious and determined we are with the new limits by living them consistently. Overcome your fear of conflict. It's understandable why some people are more likely to shy away from confrontation. The fear of being judged, the anticipation of feeling overwhelmed or outmatched, or a deep-seated lack of confidence in one's own abilities are all underlying factors that may contribute to an individual's desire to avoid conflict altogether. However, by understanding these fears and developing better communication skills and assertiveness techniques, one can learn how to confront difficult situations head-on. For instance, rather than giving in immediately or avoiding the situation completely, think about what you want from the conversation ahead of time. This will equip you with the tools necessary for establishing firm yet respectful boundaries during your interaction. Additionally, it helps to practice positive self-talk and remember that everyone has a unique set of values which may influence their perspectives on the issue at hand. Make sure yours is heard. Again, focus on developing a sense of empathy for the other party involved. Strive for a win-win outcome where both sides can come out feeling satisfied with the resolution that was reached. This will ensure open communication between parties and allow them to find common ground, which can be used as leverage when negotiating solutions. By taking all these elements into consideration, understanding your own motivations as well as those of others, you should be able to successfully navigate any potential conflicts that come your way and may even find yourself turning them into positive opportunities. When all else fails, ignore them. Ignoring difficult people can be a tricky situation. In most cases, it is best to try and work through conflicts with them in a positive manner. However, there are times when ignoring someone may be the best option, depending on their relationship to you. Co-workers, neighbors, and business customers may prove more difficult to ignore, as this could lead to problems in the workplace or community. On the other hand, people who have no direct involvement in your life, such as complete strangers, can generally be ignored without harm. At times like these, it is important to remember that there is a line between healthy conflict resolution and allowing yourself to become a victim of abuse or mistreatment from others. Ignoring someone who is trying intentionally to make your life more difficult can help prevent them from succeeding in their goal by showing them that their words and actions do not affect you negatively. Additionally, it takes away any further power they may have over you and encourages them to move on to someone else. This can be especially beneficial if the person in question has no real authority over you, such as an online troll or even a classmate who is seeking attention negatively by targeting you specifically. It is also important to remember that while ignoring someone may seem like an easy solution at first glance, it should only ever be used when necessary, as consistently avoiding confrontation with people may cause more issues down the road. To ensure that you don't find yourself stuck in difficult situations again and again, try looking for alternate solutions such as therapy or counseling if needed, so that you feel better equipped to handle any future conflicts with others in a more productive way. Finally, don't hesitate to seek professional help if you're struggling to cope with a difficult person in your life. It is completely natural to feel overwhelmed when we are dealing with a difficult person. It is important to remember that help is always available for those who need it. Seeking professional assistance can be a great source of comfort and guidance. It's not a weak move. Counselors and therapists can provide invaluable insight into the difficulties you are facing, listen without judgment, and offer tailored solutions designed to make life easier for both parties. If you don't know where to start your search for support, consider speaking to someone close to you or contact an online organization that specializes in helping individuals cope with challenging circumstances. Don't be afraid to ask for help. It could be the difference between simply enduring a situation and gaining the skills needed to overcome it. The gift of difficult people. It is important to recognize that difficult people appear in our lives for a reason, from gaining the confidence to negotiate better outcomes, to learning healthy boundaries and understanding perspectives outside of our own. Pushing through difficulties alongside difficult people can be opportunities for us to gain empathy and hone our skills. They help us grow emotionally and mature as individuals by allowing us to practice patience and compassion. It also challenges our character and requires that we develop the skills to maneuver through unpredictable situations. When we encounter them, it forces us to evaluate our own values and think critically about how we want to interact with other people, an essential skill for both professional and personal success. Ultimately, posing is an opportunity for personal growth. Challenging relationships with difficult people can serve a positive purpose if faced with mindfulness and approached from a place of love. Everyone has had moments in their lives where they feel overwhelmed, frustrated, or angry. In those moments, it's easy to see yourself or the person you're dealing with as difficult. The truth, however, is that everyone can have difficulty managing their emotions and struggles occasionally, and this doesn't mean a person is difficult. Instead, it's a sign of being human. Difficult people are just as capable of being kind and understanding as they are of being challenging. It can be helpful to remember that all of us are capable of reacting negatively in certain situations and focus on finding ways to support each other rather than judging them for having those reactions. Remembering that we all struggle at times can create more empathy and understanding among us all. Did you enjoy this video? We would love to know how you have handled difficult people in life. Kindly share your experiences in the comments section, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to stay connected and get personified notifications when new videos are uploaded. See you soon.